All right, we're going to jump into segment number 3. We're going to talk about the Buffalo Bills going 8-3 for the second year in a row. We talked about coaches with the University at Buffalo Bulls, and I got to tell you, we have another fantastic coach in Buffalo, and his name is Sean McDermott. Him and Brandon Beane have done just a tremendous job so far with this Buffalo Bills organization. They have made them no longer a laughingstock in the NFL. They are contenders and are being talked about nationally as potential contenders in the NFL. It is so much fun to watch. I don't care how the Bills win anymore. I've come to that conclusion a few weeks back. I know a lot of people really care. Oh, it was a sloppy win. Oh, they didn't look that great. The offense looked like garbage. The defense, blah, 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 blah. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. At this point, I got to tell you, the Buffalo Bills are good, and it's fun to watch them win. I don't care how they win. Just win the game. How often, I'm only in my early 30s. The Buffalo Bills have not been good for most of my adult life, and I just want to enjoy it. I just want to enjoy the Buffalo Bills being good. That's all I want. I just want to enjoy them being good, and they are 8-3, and I got to tell you, it feels great. It feels so good that the Bills are 8-3 for the second time in a row, and they are just continuing their winning ways. They come out of the bye week, and they beat the Chargers 27-17. Again, not the best, the prettiest of wins, but they were able to still score 27 points on a day where the offense was not clicking. So that should really tell you something about how good this offense is when they struggled to score 20 points last year and they had a crappy game this year and still put up 27 points. That's something to think about. You want to complain about how the offense didn't look that good, but again, 27 points last year, they struggled to put up 20. So, what are we really complaining about, honestly? What are we complaining about? We can't complain anymore. The Bills are good. They're playing well. They're beating teams that they should beat. They're losing to teams that they probably should lose to, realistically. The teams that, they might not be on their level yet. Do I think they should have gotten mollywopped the way they did against the Titans and the Kansas City Chiefs? No, I don't. But, it is what it is. That's kind of where we're at. The Buffalo Bills defense also played a very, very good game, probably one of their better games of the entire season, as they were able to hold the Chargers to under 20 points for the first, I haven't said for the first time, but for, a very strong game by them. They had just a tremendous game, in my opinion, probably one of their best games of the season. And holding a team under 20 points is going to get you a lot of wins. It seems like the defense is really rounding the corner at just the right time heading into the playoffs, and that is going to be scary for a lot of teams that have to face the Buffalo Bills. In this game, Josh Allen, he played game manager. He went just 18-24 for a touchdown and a pick. He also had 9 carries for 32 yards and a touchdown. The Buffalo Bills run game, however, did come alive in this game, as Devin Singletary had 11 carries for 82 yards. He did have a costly fumble, though, and Zach Moss had 9 carries for 59 yards in this game. They both were able to find some space to operate in this game. They both had over 5 yards per carry in this game. If Singletary holds on to the ball, I'm sure he probably gets even more touches and a chance at potentially a 100-yard game in this one. But I got to tell you, I liked how the Bills ran the ball in this one. They were very much improved over the last several weeks. They found some success on the ground, and that is going to be big, especially for a team like Buffalo who plays in really crap weather. They have to be able to run the ball also, in windy, wet, sloppy, snowy conditions. You got to be able to run the ball. You also have to be able to run the ball to take time off the clock at the end of games. If you cannot run the ball successfully, you're going to have a difficult time closing out games in the NFL. Leading the way for the Bills this game was Gabe Davis. Gabe Davis was able to rein in 3 catches for 79 yards, including a monster catch down the left sideline where he just mossed the defender. It was a fantastic play. Josh Allen draws the defense off sides, gets a free play, decides to chuck it up to Gabe Davis, and Gabe Davis makes sure that that play counts with a fantastic catch again down the left sideline. He also was a recipient of a trick play. Cole Beasley goes in motion from right to left, swings back around to the right-hand side. Josh Allen flicks him the ball. Gabe Davis does a great job faking like he's going to block and then releasing, going into the end zone, and Cole Beasley hits him for an easy 20-yard touchdown as he was wide open in the end zone. Great play design, great sell job by Gabe Davis and the Buffalo Bills, and that made it a 2-score game in this one. Fantastic play. Great draw up by Dable. Again, he's been absolutely fantastic all season long for the Buffalo Bills, and something that I was very wrong about coming into this season. I am so very glad they have stuck with Brian Dable, and the offense is humming essentially. The story of this game, though, like I said, was the Buffalo Bills defense holding a very explosive Chargers offense to under 20 points. The leaders were Trey White in this game. He had 8 tackles and an interception. Also, Ed Oliver had 3 tackles, 1 sack, and 1 forced fumble. He was not able to recover that fumble, but a great job by Ed Oliver. He also had another play where he just blows up the guard and is able to completely muff out the run game as the other Buffalo Bills are able to come into the backfield and make sure that run does not go for a very big gain. But the big story again in this one, we got on him over and over and over again. We gave him so much shit, was A.J. Klein. Just a tremendous game. It's almost like they just unhooked the collar and just let him go. He's been just absolutely tremendous the last few weeks, the last multiple weeks for the Buffalo Bills. He was everywhere in this game. He had 14 tackles, 1.5 sacks, and at least 1 tackle for loss. I didn't have the stats in front of me. That's just from what I remember. But just tremendous game by A.J. Klein. Again, he has played absolutely incredible in place of Matt Milano, and he's making it very hard for the Buffalo Bills to want to take him out. The Bills are 8-3. Fantastic job. Their next game is going to be next Monday night against the San Francisco 49ers. The 49ers are coming off of a 23-20 win against a very good Rams team. So the Bills are going to have their hands full. Even though the 49ers are injury-riddled, it does not matter. They are a good team, and the Bills are going to have their hands full. They're going to have to come ready to play if they want to win this game. That's going to do it for this episode of Sports Talk Buffalo. Remember, if you like what you hear, and tell your friends, tell your family. Make sure you subscribe, hit that bell so you get all the video notifications on YouTube. You can hear me for audio only. You can hear me on any of the major podcasting websites, including Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, and of course on Anchor. You can follow me on Twitter at Sports Talk Buff1. That's Sports Talk BUFF1 on Twitter. You can also email me at sportstalkbuffalo@yahoo.com or sportstalkbuffalo@gmail.com. Once again, thank you guys for listening and have a fantastic week.